All right, we'll move on to payments and vouchers. First one will be payroll claim register for the pay period of October 20th to November 2nd, in the amount of $46,749.55. And the second one will be vouchers for the period of November 1st to November 13th, in the amount of $368,991.35.
I move that we approve the payroll claim register for the pay period of 10/20 to 11/2 in the amount of $46,749.55. Along with that, the vouchers for the pay period of 11/1 through 11/13 in the amount of $368,991.35.
Second. A motion and a second to approve the payments and vouchers as presented. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Hearing none, that motion will pass. Next, we get into adjustment requests. We have two. We have one on your sheet, your agenda, but we do have one extra one here. First one will be 2025-44 at 517 South Broadway. Clerical error, credit the account $97.30. And the second one, we approved this as a payment request, but we had additional add-on for some work for payment arrangement. We did make payment arrangement, but the city has some additional work that they did to fill in a hole because of some water main leak. Added on additional $250, brings their total up to $711.56. We've got a signed agreement with them to go 6 months. $118.59 per month for the 6 months. And that would be at 145 Depot.
What was that payment amount again?
118.59 for 6 months.
That we approve the adjustment request 2025-44 for Frank Jack in the amount of $97.30. And along with that, the second payment arrangement for 145 Depot Street for the total balance of $711.56, which is to be paid over a period of 6 months at a monthly payment of $118.59.
Second. A motion and a second to approve the adjustment request and payment plan as presented. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Hearing none, that motion is passed. In department reports, we will start off with Andrew.
I got nothing.
Thanks. Matt.
Yeah, I'm a little confused. I don't have the information I need for the Axon thing.
Corey told me that he would be here to explain this, and he obviously forgot.
Yeah, that's catching me up. I thought we had this big thing on there.
Do we want to table this Axon until next meeting then?
Yes, because it's complicated.
Which will be December 1st. Okay. Do we want to talk about the municipal bid, or you want?
Right. I don't know if anybody else got a copy of this letter. Did it get forwarded to you guys?
Which letter was that?
This is the permission or authorization to list on gun broker instead of municipal bid, due to limitations on municipal bid.
No, I didn't know anything about it.
I don't have that.
That the letter, Don, did you sign in on that?
Yes, I did. I talked to the chief about that. I said he'd have to get approval to go ahead and list it on a separate.
We'll put that down for December 1st meeting then?
Yep.
Okay. So that would be not municipal bid, what was it?
Municipal bids, you were going to use gun broker for the other stuff.
I'll need a copy.
Why don't you just touch base on that real quick, that way when we do get the information for it.
So there's some equipment in the police department that has been there. Example, I contacted the ATF today. We have 2 things that were registered or had to be registered. in 2011, and it's been just collecting dust. So some of the stuff I'd like to maybe get rid of, but we have to do public auction. And, municipal bid, I'm not seeing anything on municipal bid, that other agencies that put weapons or weapon-related equipment out there for, like, these, for example, these are stocks. The ones I'm talking about, particular short stocks, for Lot 17s. So I wanted to get permission to go on another site or a different public auction site. And the one I seen that went across frequently and had to use personally is the gun broker. And any type of NFA equipment or anything like that, that they need to, sell, has to go to FFL, a dealer, et cetera. But that's the only place I can find that would allow that type of stuff to be sold. Because I'd like to get rid of some of this stuff and get money back to apply to other things.
And you want somebody that knows the requirements.
Right. And then, so what would we have to wait for the next meeting in order to enable our police chief to start that process now?
Well, I'm not sure you would. I think you have to approve. I don't think it has to be anything in writing other than a motion and a second and a vote, right? Whatever.
If you guys wanna do that, Don, we can go ahead.
Yeah,
But that's up to you.
I move that we, allow the police chief to, move into the gun broker's, bid site for auctioning off several of the department's in-house items, for reprocess and be able to pay money back to the department.
Second. A motion and a second to allow the police chief to, sell surplus on the gun broker's website as presented. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, that motion will pass.
Thank you.
Just, does that be coordinated with clerk treasurer, so.
Okay, we'll get a copy of that letter to her.
Yep.
Have that for her records, and we have the audio here. All right, anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. Sorry, I just started. Sorry, I've been ignored before. Ron,
I have nothing for the board of works.
Stuart,
I have nothing for the board of works.
Rex,
For the board of works.
Andy.
I also have nothing for the board of works.
Yeah, you're gonna break the trend here, aren't you?
I have one.
What number are you? 11? Okay, try again.
Hello?
There we go. There we go.
I have one thing, I got quotes for 2 samplers, or effluent samplers at the plant. We wanna move the ones that are currently there to our storm facility, because we don't have any there right now, because they broke. So these 2 new samplers that I'm looking at getting, we would put those in that place and move those over. I got the ISCO for grip, that's what we have currently. For just the samplers and the shipping, it was $23,808, which is different from the total, because there's other things on here that are for full proportion sampling for the other samplers that we have. And then the Hawk one came out $21,000. So the Hawk one's a little bit less expensive, but I'd like to stick with the ISCO to make things all the same, like the previous samplers that we got.
So all of our samplers within the, from grip,
Yep, the ISCOs,
so consistency across the board for our equipment.
correct.
And all these will all be done. I'm not gonna do anything else, you have everything updated.
Then all the wirings, that's to make all of the samplers that we have now, plus these 2. If we get them, they'll all be full proportion to meet IDEM's requirements.
I think I remember last time I talked to you, you had some of the older ones left that you can get parts off of.
And we I think we have 4 in storage that we just been taking parts off of because the refrigeration went out on them. and they said they're too old to be able to fix.
I think the other thing that we also discussed was there was a need of another, sample, or if there was another interface needed.
I added that to it.
Okay.
So that's in the total, we're seeing here the 27,769.
And then I did look into the 1-year extended warranty, that was $1,087 per sampler. I don't know, that's not on the total, but if you wanted me to add that, I could.
How much was that?
1,087 per sampler,
And that gives you how much?
1 extra year. And
What's the
the
factor warranty on now?
2 years from the ship date. So it'd be 3 total with the extended. And another thing to note, the Hawk samplers only come with a 12-month warranty.
Okay. You said that was $1,087 or $1,887?
1,087.
Okay, and that would be times 2, correct?
Yep.
So additional 2174 to the $27,769 dollar total.
Correct.